So the moment Vanessa posted those Kobe's, this is the first shoe that came to mind. Hopefully they're adjacent to this, because that would be sick. Anyway, Super Bowl week is upon us, and depending on how you look at it, this is going to be the rare video with Super Bowl adjacent that doesn't have anything to do with Taylor Swift, unless she's spotted wearing some New Balances in Vegas. Then all hell breaks loose and I can't control the Swifties. It's the Heat Check. I'm Jacques Slade. It's a busy week in sneakers, so let's get into it. So first up, we have the Air Jordan 4 Reimagined bread. There's supposed to be a sneakers shock drop, but I'm not sure when. Several outlets are speculating that the upcoming retro could have a shock drop between now and when they actually release during NBA All-Star Weekend. So just something to keep an eye out for, I guess. I'm not sure when they're dropping though. There's the New Balance 9060 in dark camo and dark olive. Those are going to be on the 5th for $150. There's the New Balance number 440 High V2, and they have that in vintage Indiglo. That's going to be on the 5th for $85. They have that also in Sea Salt, which is going to be $85. They have the New Balance Numeric 440 V2. That's in Sea Salt for $80. And then they also have that in New Spruce, same day the 5th, for $80 as well. Feng Ching Wang are teaming up once more on the Converse Chuck 70 Low in 2 colorways. This is one of my favorite sneakers, basically, of all time, the Chuck Low. The sneaker has a pre-worn look to it, but also has a feel of something that was put together using scrap parts of different Chucks. The result is something that's described as, I would say, like half classic, half deconstructed. It's an interesting look. So there's 2 colorways of that one. There is the Natural Ivory in Brown Rice. That's going to be on the 6 for $150. But then they also have that same shoe in Natural Ivory and Myrtle on the 6 for $150. We have the Jordan Zion 3 in Pink Lotus. That's going to be on the 6 for $140. DTLR, they have a New Balance 9060. It's going to be in Cyan Burst. That's going to be on the 6 for $160. We have the Nike Air Pegasus 89 Golf Phoenix Open. That's on the 7th for $140 because the Phoenix Open is that weekend. We have the Nike KD4 Year of the Dragon. This was actually rescheduled. It was supposed to release before, but that's going to be on the 7th for $150. The Nike Zoom Vomero 5 Light Orwood Brown and Sail. Those are going to be on the 7th for $160. The Air Jordan 2 Low Snakeskin, that's going to be on the 7th for $150. The Adidas Predator Elite FT Firm Ground, that's going to be in Core Black on the 7th for $280. Now, we also have the Nike Air Force One Las Vegas. This is going to be on the 8th for $135. Now, it's part of Nike's latest City Pack series, and it's taken us to Sin City and the bright lights and the big dreams of Vegas. The fluorescent pink that dominates the shoe gives off a feeling of old Vegas more than anything else, which I think is dope. The dice on the inner tongue and the read 'em and weep message that's on the collar is a similar line that card players use when they've got the winning hand, or if you've ever played dominoes, they say that too. We also have the Nike LeBron 21 on the Aragonite. This is on the 8th for $200. So I have no idea what Aragonite was, so I'm looking it up on Wikipedia, and Wikipedia says Aragonite is a carbonate mineral and one of the 3 most common naturally occurring crystal forms of calcium carbonate. The others being calcite and vaterite. I think I said that right. It's formed by biological and physical processes, including precipitation from marine and freshwater environments. You can find that inspiration on the tongue, swoosh, and outsole. Meanwhile, the denim materials that wrap around the upper give off an appearance that this is more of a casual look than something you should wear on the court, basically. Then the pick of the week is the next set of Kobe Protros that will also be dropping in kid sizing. So please, if you're a reseller, leave those alone so our young hoopers can enjoy them, please. With the late Kobe Bryant's jersey numbers prominently featured on the upper, this one feels like those Team Bank colorways that would drop in the summer months for high school teams who would want something simple and solid for their squad. So if you're a team that has purple or a radiant emerald in your colors, these are perfect. Perfect. That's the word. Anyway, we have the Nike Kobe 8 Protro in white and core purple. These are on the 8th for $190. And then in white and radiant emerald, same day the 8th for $190. We also have the Nike Zoom X Invincible Run Flyknit 3, and this is the TNF progression. Those are going to be on the 8th for $190. The Nike Vapor Edge Elite 362. This is Super Bowl colorway, and that's going to be on the 9th for $220. The kids Nike Air Max Penny 1 Super Bowl Party. This is on the 9th for $135. And according to various outlets, the new Penny colorway is supposed to be based on the classic Little Penny Super Bowl Party commercial that featured a bunch of big Nike names like Tiger Woods, Ken Griffey Jr., David Robinson, and Gabrielle Reese. Celebrities like Spike Lee, Stevie Wonder, Jaleel White, and peak Tyra Banks. Man. Anyway, the purple and volt inspiration actually hits you right in the beginning of the commercial. Yeah, I kind of wish there was a better quality version of the video online, but I'm assuming that's supposed to be purple and Volt if you really squint hard enough. We have the Nike Air Pegasus 2K5 in white and black. These are on the 9th for $150. The women's Nike Air Max 1 Playful Pink, those are on the 9th for $140. The Nike Lunar Roam, this is in white, gray, and gold. Those are going to be on the 9th for $150. And honestly, not much needs to be said about these dunks that are tied to the most romantic day of the year for people who follow corporate mandated holidays. Can you sense how jaded I am? Anyway, I just think it's great that if you plan on buying a pair for your loved one or doubling up so you can match, you can finally get them before the actual day, which is how these things actually should go. So we have the SB Dunk Low City of Love on the 9th for $125, and the SB Dunk Low Valentine's Day on the 9th for $125 as well. There's a Kids Air Jordan 1 Mid inspired by the greatest on the 9th. And then Reebok Super Bowl offerings include retros of their biggest football-related trainers that were associated with Dallas Cowboys legend Emmitt Smith, the Reebok Preseason 94, and his signature, the ES22, which I still love to this day. The black and silver finish on these trainers appear to represent the team colors of this year's host, Las Vegas Raiders. So if you're a fan of Raider Nation, you can always imagine what might have been had Smith been your running back of the 90s post Marcus Allen. Man, that actually kind of would have been kind of scary, actually. Anyway, so we have the Reebok Preseason 94 Big Game on the 9th for $130 and the Reebok ES22 Big Game on the 9th for $180. We also have the Cater Silla Adidas Samba ADV on the 10th. We have the Spyx Puma Sorama in Puma silver, color, cool light gray, and that's going to be on the 10th for $140. Nike is also dropping a mix of silhouettes into the mix made for that nice outdoor walk you take when you want to clear those goals on your fitness tracker. The Air Max Flyknit Venture has a trail-ready name, look, and design, honestly, while the Haven and Bloom seem better suited for those casual strolls in the park or at the open-air mall. Again, got to get those rings closed. So we have the women's Nike Air Max Flyknit in Venture. That's going to be black and velvet brown. That's going to be on the 10th for $180. The women's Nike Air Max Flyknit Venture in Bronzine, I should say, in Volt. That's on the 10th for $180. The women's Nike Flyknit Haven in velvet brown on the 10th for $120. The women's Nike Flyknit Haven Bronzine on the 10th for $120. Then we have the women's Nike Flyknit Bloom, and that's going to be in Burgundy Crush on the 10th for $150. And then we have the Nike Flyknit Boom Bronzine on the 10th for $150. Now, for you fans of the Jordans out there, we have the Air Jordan 13 Blue Gray. This is on the 10th for $200. It's basically a springtime pair of J's if I've ever seen one. This one has some slight Denver Nuggets circa 2003 vibes, but I don't think it's directly tied to the team or the rookie who joined that year, Carmelo. Please retire number 15 for me and Joker, Anthony. I can see these being very popular once we get into the warmer months of the year for sure, though. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. Yeah, that's going to do it for this week's sneaker releases. I'm Jacques Slade, and I'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoy. Peace.